There could be 1,000 answers to that, really. But from my perspective, it's to see the real need, to get a real clear picture of the real need. If it's hungry children, get a real clear picture of hungry children. If it's starving people, get a really clear look at that. If it's destitute people for homes, to get a really clear picture of what that need is. And then to get a dream of, if this is the need, what could someday happen here? What could someday be? What could someday be like for these children or these people? That's what I call a clear look at the dream and a clear need. I think those are the starting points. And then the second point is a model that actually works. In other words, if you're let's say, for example, you're building homes for homeless people. Well then, if you talk about the need and what could be someday, but you don't have a home that actually works there, every home you have costs $200,000 and it doesn't work in this kind of environment, then you can talk about the need and the dream, but you aren't going to have a model that works, and you're not going to be able to really, you shouldn't be raising money for a model that doesn't work. You're talking about a myth. If you say, oh, this works, but it really doesn't work. So you've got to find a house that actually fits that situation. Maybe it costs $1,000 to build this entire house for this destitute family. Because if you can find a model that actually works to fit this need, and we could see someday we could have 1,000 of these, that begins to get exciting. So you see the need and what could be, and then you find out a model that actually works, and then the third thing is to get a list of people who believe in that dream. Because if you get a list of 3, you got 3 people that want to help you. You don't have very much capacity to meet that need. But if you got 30 people that want to help you, you got a lot more capacity. But 300 gives you a lot more. 3,000 a lot more. 300,000 gives you a lot more. So I asked Ted Engstrom one day, who took World Vision initially from about $400,000 in the hole to $350 million. I said, Ted, what is the key to fundraising? He said, the list. He said, if you don't have got a list, you haven't got anything. Because if you got a list of 3 people, you haven't got very much capacity. But if you've got a list of 300,000 people, it's a totally different situation. So when you can basically see the need and let your heart be broken by it, you develop a passion for meeting that need and a dream for what it could be like someday if you could mobilize the resources, and then you get a model of how you could actually do that with a $1,000 house, and then you get a list of people who could really believe in the dream with you and help you as they are financially able, of 1,000 or 300,000 or some number. That combination, I guess it's more than one starting point. But really, that package is a good starting point, where you see the need, the dream, the model, and the list. Those really, you're going to find it very difficult to get started without all 3 of them. All 3 are necessary.